It's a new month and I'm going to share our household budget with you for March 2022. Hey there, I'm Brittany Flammer with videos all about budgeting and money saving tips for you and your family. I'm going to share our family budget using actual numbers. I like using a spreadsheet. I have a free, very basic template you can grab in the description box down below, or you can grab the exact one that I use for a couple of dollars in my shop for using either Google Sheets or Excel. Actually, in the comments down below, let me know if you prefer Google Sheets or Excel. At the beginning of the month, I share what our budget is for that month. And then at the end of the month, I do a report showing how we did for that month, as well as giving an update on our net worth. We are a family of 7. We've got 5 kids, ages 12 down to 3, and we live in northern Utah. Now let's open up the spreadsheet. Let's start with income. I stay at home, so my husband is the main income source, and he is salary. He is a teacher, so he gets paid the same exact amount every single month, so we know exactly what he's going to get. But then this LLC, $50, with my business, I get a little bit of money from ads, and I sell some digital products on my Etsy shop. I make a little bit. I have always just kept it in my business account for when expenses come up, but I have now gotten to the point where I know what my expenses are pretty much. So this is the first time I've ever taken money out. So $50 is what I'm planning on taking, which might seem small, but it's like a major victory for me. And I don't anticipate my husband doing any side jobs. So our total income's $47.76 for the month. Tithing is $700. Now we donate 10%, but we do it on our gross income. So before taxes and investments and and health insurance and all of that is taken out. And we also do some fast offerings and some humanitarian, but it's all in one donation. I donate it to our church and then they disperse it. So it all comes out in one lump sum. Our mortgage, $1,300, that's a set amount. That's what it's automatically set to pay every month. Electricity, $25. It's higher than it has been because we have solar panels, but we got them on in the summer and we didn't bank enough sunlight to make it all the way through winter. So I'm guessing around $25 based on how much electricity we usually use. Natural gas, $72. That is set. They take the average for a year, so I'm paying that $72 every month. And then at the end of the year, we'll adjust it. Our city bill includes water, sewer, and garbage is $100 roughly. It changes based on how much water we use, but it's about that. Life insurance, my husband and I both have term life insurance, and that's how much we pay every month. Car insurance, $69.89. That is a set amount, but we did purchase a third car, and we just added it to our insurance, but the insurance is effective, but we haven't had to pay for it yet, so that will go up next month. Phone bill, $30 a month for our cell phones. Internet, $54.99. Gas for our cars, I'm setting this at $200 a month. Prices of gas have just gone up, and with it being wintertime, my husband bikes on his regular bike to work, but when it snows or if the roads are slick, he doesn't bike, so he's driven more. And the prices are going up. We're not planning any trips this month, so I'm guessing around $200 is what our gas bill will be. And James' bike, he has a motor attached to his bike because his school is 18 miles away, so it's a long bike ride. And this is just for regular maintenance on his bike. Piano, we have 2 kids that do piano every month, so that's just a monthly fee for us. So our total fixed expenses, $27.21. That's 56, almost 57% of our budget. But then let's move on to the variable expenses. $700 a month is for groceries. There are 7 of us, but this also includes all household items, bathroom items, household items like shampoo, conditioner, toilet paper, paper towels, cleaning supplies, that kind of stuff. I lump it all together because I buy it at stores like Sam's or Walmart or Amazon where I can buy anything and everything. So I just lump them together. Eating out, $25 a month. We hardly ever eat out as a family. If we do, it's Little Caesars pizza. Occasionally my husband, probably once a month, my husband and I go out to eat on a date. Clothes, $30 a month. Kids money system, $50 a month. They have charts and jobs that they're supposed to do, and if they do them and mark them off, then they get paid every week for them. And it varies a little bit because they don't always do all of their jobs to get paid, but that's roughly what I like to plan for them for their jobs. Fun money, just to do fun stuff. Babysitter, my husband and I try to go out a couple times a month. We used to just go out once a month and we would hire a babysitter, and that's what it would be for 5 kids for an hour or 2, right? Now our oldest 2 can babysit, we don't pay them as much as we would pay someone else. So we usually go out a couple of times just for like an hour or two, and we pay our oldest two to babysit. And sometimes we pay our middle child to not be ornery with his older sister's babysitting. So our total variable is $880. And I like to separate this from the fixed because I have a lot more control over these than the fixed expenses, but I struggle. If I get almost $900 at the beginning of the month, there's no way it's gonna last till the end. So I like to divide up into weeks, so it automatically calculates for me. That's $176 per week because March has 5 weeks. So I like to divide up by the week. We don't have any debt, so we'll move on to the savings. This is meant for like sinking funds, emergency fund. Ours is fully funded, so we're not adding anything to it unless we have to take something out, then we'll add more to it, but for now we're not adding anything. House maintenance, this is just, we have a large home that's over 20 years old, so this is just stuff that comes up. We know we'll have to replace the water heater, I think, in the next year or so, and we'll have some yard work this summer, so we just like to put some in there every month, so when expenses come up, we have the money there. Flooring, we are replacing the flooring in our entire house. It's original flooring and needs to be replaced. We think we have enough in our account. I'm in the process of getting quotes and we're trying to figure out what we want to do with our flooring, so I think we have enough in our account. So for now, I'm not adding any more. Vacation, we've been putting a lot into our vacation fund every month, but we think we have enough now. We are doing a trip to Southern California with our family over spring break. And then we were planning a huge trip this summer with our family for a month in South America. But with COVID, we just decided not to do it. We're gonna postpone it a year. So I've postponed adding more to our account. We have enough for our trip to Southern California and any minor trips we might do this summer. So I'm not adding any more for now. House update, I would like to update our kitchen in the next year or two, so I'm just putting money away to do some updates for that because I've gotten quotes and it is expensive. Car expenses, this is just regular maintenance on our car, not saving for a new car. We've raised it to $100 a month because we added a third car, so that's another car to register and license and do all that every month. Christmas, $25 a month. $25 a month would not be enough for our entire family, but we also use the cash back from our credit card. So between that and then the $25 a month, that's our Christmas budget. So we have the money when Christmas rolls around. Kids extracurricular. Now, a lot of our kids extracurricular, like are spring and fall or summer. So they're not monthly, but it's like one big lump due when they're ready to play. So like for spring soccer, I just paid for our son. So I like to put some every month. So whenever those expenses come up, because they're not monthly, we have some in there. And $75 has seemed to work for us. So I'm just gonna keep that at $75. Then Roth IRA, my husband has money taken out for his retirement, for his IRA, from his paycheck, but we're also contributing to Roth IRA in my name, so we're doing that separate. And mutual funds, this $150 every month, this is for an investment, not retirement, but not super short term. Our intent is maybe to buy a second house when we get enough money to rent it out as an investment. Money's there, so if an opportunity comes up, we have the money, we can invest it in something. So you can see your total money out, $47.76. So I've got an extra 32 cents. But I had forgotten there are 5 months in March and $176 a week. I like to do a little bit more than that. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this house maintenance down to $150 and add this to $750 so that I get a little bit more each week. That's the beauty of looking at it as a zero-based budget, is I can see exactly how much and I can rearrange it however I want. That's how I do our budget at the beginning of the month. If you want to follow up and see how we did, make sure you're subscribed and check my budget report at the end of the month with actual numbers I share with you. Thanks so much. See you in the next video.